Hi, I'm Ben of Mixup YouTube here to do Transformers The Last Night, and I'm wearing my Transformers t-shirt, and yes, I went and see it. I know a lot of people are starting not to see it because the movies aren't getting really good. Heck, even when I was walking out of the theater, a little boy who was like 8, 9, or 10, or 12 said the Michael Bay movies are getting longer and longer. Yeah, a little kid. If a little kid says Michael Bay movies are getting too long, then you must have a problem. Yeah, 'cause I don't know. There was a lot of things I did like I like seeing the robots, and the teenage daughter isn't in there good because I hated the teenage daughter. I thought they were gonna kill her off, but nah, they didn't. But yeah, this movie. Like, the movie kind of felt like a roller coaster. You know when you're on a roller coaster, but then you're on it too long and you kind of feel like you're relaxed on it and not thrilled anymore? That's how I feel. Like, the fight scenes went a bit too long. Like, I don't know what else is there to talk about, because a lot of people have talked about this, but I didn't know what problems to name. I don't know what problems. Like, I guess the chemistry between the boy and the girl didn't have any chemistry. Yeah. Unlike the other Transformers movie, this got a really low percent on Rotten Tomato. And so, no. And so, yeah. Like, there's a lot of CGI. There's this funny British C-3PO like robot that they even made fun. Hey, who's the C-3PO ripoff? Yeah, that was silly, but yeah, this is a silly movie. There's not a lot of focus on the Transformers. People have problems where it's mainly focused on the human characters, and that is true. Like there is a lot of things like, oh, Unicron is in this. Well, because I always wanted to see Unicron for years. Because when I was a kid and I was at some friend's house, I was watching the early 2000s. Because I was a kid and I was watching like the early 2000s Transformers, and I don't know which one, but it was like the anime but CGI Transformers, and they were like Unicron. I was like, Unicron? That's an interesting name. And I was introduced to him again from the 80s movie, the animated 80s movie, was the giant robot. It's like Unicron. And apparently in this version, Unicron is actually made from the Earth, kind of like in Transformers Prime. So yeah, there's that. And there's like this evil woman robot, because I always wondered, because the robots are made, but I was like, who made the robots? Like, and they kind of show like it's this evil woman Transformers. Like, well, if she's a robot, who built her? Or even robots are made. How did they reproduce if they're machines? That gives you a lot of questions. But yeah, there's this new girl who's pretty cool. Like, she's not like a sexist stereotype. Hey, she's like a young high schooler, so I guess Michael Bay isn't that much of a pervert. But yeah, there's not a lot of hot women with no shred of personality. Like, the women, say what you want about them, but I guess they do have personality compared to that stupid teenage daughter from Age of Extinction. Yeah, that actress played Guitar in M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender, and her acting has not got better, but thank God she's not in this movie. Mark Wahlberg reprises his role, and there's so many scenes where he's like he could have died. Even Black Nerd Comedy and Nostalgia Chick poke fun of that. But yeah, well, I don't really know what else is there to say. But yeah, you don't have to see it if you don't want to. But the only reason I saw it because I wanted to see was my dad, because for 10 years, like the Transformers came out 10 years ago. Yeah, and I even watched it the same date where the first movie came out. So yeah, I watched 10 years ago. I only watched this because it's been 10 years since I've been seeing Transformers, but yeah, they haven't made a lot of money at the box office, and maybe that's a good thing because the movies are kind of like the same. There's still a lot of explosions and this, but to be honest, yeah, there is a lot of things. Also, Sam Witwicky is related to Merlin. And there's this cool scene where they showed the knights, Transformers, and they're in medieval fantasy, and Merlin is descended to this woman, and she's also descended And Merlin is also descended to Sam Witwicky. Oh, and Sam Witwicky makes a cameo from just his picture. Like Shia LaBeouf doesn't reprise his role, he's just there. And yeah, well, that's all I can say, but I'm Ben of Mixup YouTube, and you probably might see some new videos.